What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Instagrits podcast. My name is Devin Adams, CEO, head coach. I'm determined to inspire. We had a few technical difficulties with the music, but it's coming because why are you making those faces? I didn't even get a chance to introduce anybody yet.
I can't make a face, brother. Why you all over my side?
I'm just saying. Watch your looks, okay? I'm a little sensitive right now. It's been an emotional week.
I know. That's why I'm not watching my looks.
We have a guest.
I want you to see exactly how my face is.
We have a guest. We have Big Tree.
That's not a guest. He's the brother. Go ahead. Say what you gotta say, bro. Say what you gotta say.
Oh, can I finish? Thank you.
I just said say what you gotta say.
It's awkward. I feel like I'm watching my parents rumble. I'm gonna go ahead and slide out the room, go grab a juicy juice.
Yeah. But we're here, Big Tree, aka Big Fundamentals of Credit. He knows so many little things that is crazy. So we're here with Big Tree. And we also are here now with somebody I would introduce as the Apex Department of Defense chair. Okay, I'm gonna go with that.
Defense.
I like that. Yep, the chair of the Department of Defense. We can't call him the Deacon of Defense, but I can figure something else out. I like that, the Deacon of Defense. We are here with the person that is in charge of all the things pertaining to fire and arms defense. Smart guy, religious guy, prayerful guy. He prayed for us the last time we had one of these, and it just made my whole day feel better. We are here with Chuck Hardy. Chuck Hardy is based out of Philadelphia. So we already know the Philadelphia stuff is going to be strong. He got his Philly versus the world shirt on. Good thing I ain't say no Philly versus DC, but I'm going to leave that alone because we already know what would happen with that.
We're going to fry y'all later.
All right. But anyway, how you doing, Chuck? I'm going to stay on top.
Doing well, brothers. Just blessed to be here. Good to be with my family. We've been carrying on the past couple weeks, man. I'm going really close to y'all, brothers. So really happy to be here.
Yes, yeah, man. Love the energy. Love how we all been communicating. It's only been 6 days. 6 days, and Apex, the Apex Strategic Planning Group right now is already at 400. So from 11 a.m. last Saturday to 11 a.m. this Saturday, we hit 400 members, and that's fantastic news. Awesome, we have more information coming out today, but I want to get on point with why we're talking today for those Apex members. So those that are on the podcast listening, you're going to get some good information that y'all can pick up on, but we have more and more deep dive information that we're going to be supplementing in our groups and our memberships soon to come. Okay, because that's super critical and super important for us to get these projects underway. So we're glad to have the Department of Defense here. Why? Because as Apex members, we're trying to do things strategically. Meaning we need to be able to protect ourselves, number one. That's one of the main things we've been focusing on. And I was coming across reading information about the SGA, and I know about NAGA to a certain degree, but what is that? Is the SGA something too? Like, that's,
never heard of the SGA. I know of the elephant in the room, which is the NRA.
But the NRA.
More importantly, the organizations that are really doing work in our community. NAGA, the National African American Gun Association, and a new organization, the Black Gun Owners of America.
Black Gun Owners of America.
Yep.
What's the difference between those two?
So they're just two organizations, both doing the same work, both trying to change the stigma of a Black man with a gun. We want to be looked at as sportsmen, self-defenders, as opposed to criminals, which is just a nightmare. So. Those are both, I'm a member of NAGA, proud member since 2018, and looking forward to renewing as long as they have a membership for me to renew.
So they cheap.
Yeah, so a single membership now is $29 yearly. You can join as a couple. For $39, you get the whole family memberships for $59 yearly. And that membership comes with a ton of benefits. They have partnerships with Enterprise Rent-A-Car, a ton of Black-owned hotels.
Never knew none of this.
Yeah, multiple Black firearm, companies. Yes, we do have companies that are both producing ammunition, producing custom firearms. We're in that arena, and they're really bridging the gap. Most importantly, educational resources about how you can receive your permit to carry, and in some instances, permit to own. In various states. So they're doing really great work.
And what was the second one you said?
So not really permit to own, but in certain states like New Jersey, Maryland, I believe you have to get your firearms card before you can go in. Here in Pennsylvania, I can walk into my local gun store, have the background check performed on me, and purchase a firearm if I wish. In certain states, though, you have to actually apply for a card to purchase.
Can you do that with the COVID stuff going on right now, or not? It changes things up a little bit.
It was jammed up at first. I can speak certainly for Philadelphia.
I downloaded some documents off of the PA gun registration thing. I downloaded it and stuff.
Yep.
And it was like, okay, what's next? It didn't give me that much information on the document. So I was like, I guess I got to go in with the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That all has to be done in person. You know, there are various background checks, fingerprinting in some instances, have your photo taken. Here in Pennsylvania, there's a waiting period of about 40 to 60 days. And it could be 40 to 60 in certain municipalities where, shameful to say, where we are not the majority.
So while it's pending, can I still go purchase a weapon, or you can't do that? If you go in there, you get your background check, and you said it might take 40 days. I can't go and get a gun from a store.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. So there is a difference, and I'm glad we're having this conversation because a lot of folks assume that they have to have their license to carry before they go and they purchase a firearm. That's actually not the case. Your license to carry is just your license to carry that firearm in your person. In some states have a open carry law, so you're able to carry right on your hip. Philly is open carry.
They walk around these AR-15s all over the place and like fish down.
Well, that's a question that I would have for our local police, because there are laws about brandishing. Where I'm not just allowed to settle an argument with pulling my shirt up and showing my firearm. That is a crime. Yet, some of our brothers and sisters of a lighter hue seem to be able to walk around and intimidate with their firearms up. So
I did not know that, though. I didn't know. So that's kind of good information, because now I wanted to get all this done like in a week. I can't get it all done in a week. But what I can do is get these documents. I can take them. I printed them off, take it to where I got to take them to. They can do my background check there. You said in person.
Yeah. Yep. When you go and purchase your firearm, and you firearms, it's been kicked back and forth about if they are an essential business, if they're not an essential business.
Does it cost when I get there?
No. So they right now, most gun shops in Pennsylvania are opening and operating. They do your background check right there. So today you can actually go to a gun shop, get and purchase a firearm. Now, in terms of your license to carry, that is depending on your local municipalities. If they are in operation right now, there may be a moratorium on licenses to carry and the processing of that.
That sounds confusing, because now I'm thinking, if I go here and get the paperwork started, I'm not even trying to be funny. Get the paperwork started. I go get a gun, but I don't have my license to carry that gun. I can carry it out the store and I can put it in my car, but I don't have my license to carry it. So if I get pulled over, I'm jammed up.
Yep. And see, so that's some of the great reasons why we need to partner with organizations like NAGA, because they really do a good job of separating, fact from fiction. They really clear up a lot of myths. So yes, right now, and there are in certain states, there are very different laws, meaning, in New Jersey, regardless, if you are, the New Jersey license to carry is extremely difficult to get. I personally never met someone who has it. It's kind of like the unicorn, we believe they might exist, but I've never seen one. You have to transport your firearm with the ammunition stored and locked away in a separate compartment for the gun. So what that would look like is gun in the trunk. I particularly go another step and I dismantle my firearm in the trunk if I need to be in New Jersey for anything.
Wow, that's so smart. Okay.
Yeah, so it has to be locked away, and the ammunition I store in my glove compartment also locked out. I believe the terminology that's used is that you have to ensure and be able to show that gun is not readily accessible. So in an instant, you just can't go and, 1, 2, 3, now you have your firearm in our threat.
See, this is why this is important, because I come from a military family. My dad was a Marine, cop, y'all know that, helicopter pilot, all in D.C. But I still never knew about all of this. And we are all experts in other things. Like in our Apex group, we have so many brilliant men that are eager to do things and are experts in certain things. But just these little pieces of information, I honestly just have to admit personally, I didn't even know that.
Sure. Many of us don't,
Give us some more little things like that.
Yeah, I mean, so there's
this gun. This young going in the trunk is not even
Yeah, you have to be you definitely have to be aware, be alert. You have to know when and where you can carry your firearm. And just to put a bookmark I put a bookmark in that. That's me being an old head now. You got to start using certain terminology when you get old. So I hit 40 a few weeks back. So
Okay.
I'm gonna drop them. But little laws like knowing when and where you can't carry your firearm, meaning federal buildings, big time no.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah,
I was like,
never.
I just got my license. I got to come. I'm gonna be protected. Nah, keep going.
Yep.
So
So federal buildings, schools, and anywhere on the school premises,
Right.
big time no. Banks, big time no. I think that one feels like it will be common sense, but then again, exactly. Also when you are
it's right here, but it's that's my gun. Oh crap!
Right.
Hey, shoot.
Exactly. Now we got a situation. But so also when you are if you do decide, okay, well, Pennsylvania is an open carry state, let me go ahead and open carry because that's my right. I can give you a few opinions as to why I'm not comfortable doing that. But let's say you want to act on that right. You go ahead, you have your firearm on your hip. It's all good. You jump in your car. You don't have your license to carry. You've now committed a felony. Because now that firearm is considered concealed. So little things like that, that we're not told, but we will. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. We'll be prosecuted for it, and brothers get jammed up every day because of it. Believe
Go
it
ahead,
or not.
You can have your license to carry, get in your car and commit a felony.
That's if you don't have your license to carry.
Oh, that's if you don't have your license.
Yeah. I implore every brother to, you know what? It's just safer.
My phone.
It's safer. Exactly. It's just safer to get your license to carry. It's one of the things my father did. As soon as I asked him the question, hey, what's up with this firearm thing? I got a family. I need to protect them. He said, okay, first thing I want you to do is get your license to carry. And the reason why, it just clears up a lot of that noise. I don't have to be quite as concerned about how I'm carrying. Once you have your license to carry, you can store your ammunition in your vehicle however you want.
Because now we can just go right to you if we have any questions.
Well, I mean, and certainly, and just as I'm not a military member. I'm not a police, but I am a brother who.
Freezed up.
Protecting their. We good?
You back like cook crack? Yes. Who said that? Who said that saying? You remember? PD?
Hold on, let me get my pen because that's one of the things I'm gonna be saying now. But yeah, so we want to make sure that we have the knowledge, we have the understanding, and it's readily accessible. You don't have to be a military trained person to be able to know how to accurately care for your family. It's in fact, when I'm at the range, and this isn't I'm not throwing any shade towards any of my brothers and sisters who are in law enforcement, but there's a difference between shooting just to pass a qualification test, and shooting to put rounds on target, because now you're faced with a threat. Those are the things that I think we need to be thinking about, and the world of firearms are, white folks have been for years going out to skeet shoot and going out to, go to the range and all types of things.
Little foreshadowing, Chuck, I don't know if I told you about that yet. We're going to talk about that off air, but you just foreshadowed a big thing. Go ahead, continue.
Okay. No, I mean, and these, and the
white folks be hunting ducks. It started off like animals, right? Like,
all of that, those are the, they get to go out as a family and enjoy these things. Yet when you see an African-American man, great story. Here you go. This is hot off the press. It just happened yesterday. So I am playing the bass guitar. I had my bass guitar lesson yesterday afternoon. Now, in Uptown where I live, the National Guard is heavy. They're here. Mm-hmm. They're on street corners. They're posted up. Like street lights. They're not going anywhere. My bass guitar case, at first glance, it's not shaped like a guitar. So here I am, walking to my car. Big old case on my back, National Guard, and bless him, man. He tried his best to make me feel comfortable. I knew what he was getting at right away.
He
said,
got a saxophone that's shaped like it's shaped like M16 or something, in my case.
There you go. So and he says, hey, how you doing today? And I'm like, all right, I'm good. So what's in the bag? What's in the bag, man?
He's nuts.
And I could have taken that moment to kind of say, none of your business. I could have been, but understanding that, we don't have the luxury of being able to be that vocal, I just let them know, hey man, it's a bass guitar. I'm on my
Right.
way to my lesson, but it's that type of things. I don't know if, like we were just saying in Fishtown, white folks are walking up and down the streets, with firearms, no question, just out, no question what it is.
Yeah.
And they're being not only, they're being supported by law enforcement. So changing that narrative is something that I'm passionate about, and definitely want to do whatever I can to forward that movement.
Okay. We're going to wrap this up, Chuck. I do have one more question for you, though, and I think this is important because we're all basketball guys. We've all been in gyms. I've been jammed up a couple times from parents trying to be like physically try to hurt me. I've been in fights in parking lots. I've had weapons pulled, and it's just like, yo, and on school property, which is illegal, I guess, based off what you just said, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
But what I am saying is we have a lot of coaches, a lot of young coaches and trainers. Shout out to Coach Sean, shout out to Kev, Buford, Earl, all these people that I know, Omar. I really can't carry my weapon into my training gym or facility, but I can leave it dismantled in my trunk, or can I at least put it together and leave it in my trunk, but it's on the school parking lot? Because I'm not saying I'm going to run in there and pull anything out, but psychologically, it's good to feel like I do have something that I could use to protect myself if I can get to my car. Because there's no way I can just carry that joint in my gym bag. That's illegal.
Right.
In the gym.
I think this is a great example of how good, well-intended brothers get themselves kind of caught up. So the law in the books now is that you cannot have your firearm on school property, period. And in some states, there's even a boundary limit that could be, 30 feet, 100 feet,
So even if I had like a security guard, like a security patrol or something to like escort me, they still can't be carrying no weapon?
Well, if they're on duty and they have the proper licenses, their security, they would have to, of course, register. In Pennsylvania, we have a law, it's your PA Act 235, that gives you the ability to work with a lethal weapon. So they're covered, but us as just regular civilians, no. There are countless stories out there who, let's say, you are moving and you get into a situation where you're walking up the street, you are walking by a school, you just, you get into a situation, you have to defend yourself. You could technically be prosecuted because you have your firearm on school grounds. There's a larger conversation that is happening kind of nationwide. That I, in my personal opinion, I don't agree with arming our teachers or anything like that. Those debates are out there. But as it sits right now, if your car breaks down and you have your firearm in the car, hopefully you've been doing your push-ups, because you're gonna need to push it up the street before you call any kind of law enforcement, just to cover yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to wrap this up right now. We need to all be on the NAGA site, NAAGA.
Yeah.
We're going to put that link down in the bottom of, for those that are listening, you can go right over to either my name, D.A. Adams, on Facebook, and I'll send you the invite, but you can also go to Patton's group, Timothy Patton, you can go to Chuck Hardy, or you can just go right to Apex Strategic Planning. That's an all men's group for right now. We're going to do something for the women very, very soon. But we all need to heal right now in phase 1, and now it's time for us to get this homework done. We're going to layer this out as homework assignments, and then followed by big projects that we're really going to have in each department. So yeah, this is our first homework assignment. Get your protection and get your licenses. And you said we can get all of this information, even national information pertaining to your state, from the NAAGA site.
Absolutely, yeah. They have, it's broken out by state, by municipality. You can get all of this information, how to attain your license to carry, if your local municipality requires you to have one. All types of resources, links to training resources, links to Black gun trainers who are, you may not know it, but we're all over the place, you can go and get training, all the laws. Yes, please, all of that is there for you as a one-stop shop for the Black gun owner, and more importantly, the aspiring Black gun owner. So
we're going to try to see how many people can actually go there and register. And I want y'all to pat the pound the like button once y'all do that, because I want to see if we can actually track to see what members, everybody, it's subjective. Everybody might not be engaged, but I'm curious to see if we can all get this done by next Saturday and do like a check-in. Maybe one of these where we check and see how many people actually got it, and we can go on the page and see who said done or check. You know what I mean? At least get at least join the site. That's what I'm saying. Join the site, and then now we have the avenues to really navigate those pages. You got me thinking about this whole security stuff. So like Patton's big. When Patton gets his gun, he gets on NAGA's site. You are Patton, you like Big Tree. and he gets his stuff. And then he goes to that security licenses, whatever you just talking about, and he gets he's able to carry. Could he now start his own LLC as a security enforcer or start his own security company off of that information? And that's the last thing I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, well, he'd need to, to first check in with his,
Get his weight up?
Hey,
Oh,
yeah, that's the big fella, man. I'm not going to
That's my guy.
the big fella. All I do, we feed the big fella. We don't mistreat the big fella.
you got to poke the bear sometimes. You got to poke the bear. Go ahead, dog. I'm listening.
Now, so you'd want to just check in with all the laws on the books. Like I said, in Pennsylvania, me having a passion is not enough. I need to actually go and register with the state police, attain my Act 235 certification, so that I can actually work with my firearm. But once you get into that realm, there are there's training requirements. You have to have certain amount of hours of training before you're able to work and all of that. But the great news is that NAGA also has resources to that. All of that stuff is available. There are websites for it. I'm going to do the best job that I can to get that information out there to all, because it's there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know you're a real one. I'm just actually just speaking because I'm getting excited because right now, and these are the steps. Go to the NAAGA.
Yeah.
Pay your yearly membership.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, on that page, find your state's information, and you can either go to that site and get your background checked, or you can download the documents and fill the paperwork out and take it to them, right?
Yep.
So you have either one of those options. After that, it might be pending per state. Here is a 40-day pending period. Might be a little sooner than 40 days. But while it's pending, you still have the ability, if you really choose to then go to another store. And it can be Black-owned because they have a list of the Black-owned gun shops that may be in the vicinity or area.
Yep.
Purchase your weapon, and take it apart and put it in your trunk.
All right.
Take that thing apart and then wait on your what is it called? I'm just having a brain fart. Your license to carry?
Yeah, your license to carry. That's what it's called here in Pennsylvania. Some places call it a permit to carry, permit to carry concealed.
Got you. Okay. So everybody, like I said, we're going to be posting this today on the Instant Grits page. We're also this is really the inside information that we want all of our members, Apex guys, that start with. This is our first homework assignment. We have a major project that we want to really launch out in about 2 weeks. That's going to be like, okay, we talking about coming together and really changing things. We got the Department of Defense. I haven't even shared it with, I think I have. Yeah, I have. Don't say nothing, Chuck. But I have shared it, I think, with Big Tree and Chuck. And we're going to need all the members of that Apex group, especially the members that are in this whole defense specialized area to get to work. Because if we can do this right in Philly, I already talked to my dad in D.C., and he was just like, yo, man, it's nothing like that. So I'm excited. Just be patient. It's only been 6 days, but I feel like it's been 6 weeks personally. Very emotional, but we can't be reactionary. We still have to be strategic, but we're putting things in motion this week. That's why we're getting this out. And even next week. So everybody, Apex members, stay tuned. We're going to give some more information out today probably as well. So everybody, love you. Stay safe. Make moves, move markets, move bigger, faster. God blesses the work. Thank you, Chuck, man. I've learned so much today. I even feel a little bit more knowledgeable and more ready to, if I am approached or if I do have to defend myself or go through this process, I feel a lot more knowledgeable about the steps. So thank you very much, sir.
All day, man. That's what we got to do for each other.
All right, right now.
Yep, I'm going there too. So everybody stay safe, guys, and stay tuned, Apex members. Love everybody. Make moves.